Welcome to another edition of the BRealTV Smokebox. I got my man Chris Webby in the house.
What's up, man?
What's good, man?
Chilling.
We're gonna blaze this one off.
Sounds good.
On a funky fill tip Pathfinder right here, you know what I'm saying?
The best fucking things ever, by the way.
Word up. Now, let's just spark this and then we'll...
Yeah, absolutely.
So, you got a new album coming out today.
Mixtape.
Oh yeah,
the album is down the road.
The album
very
is
soon,
down the road.
Very soon, which I'm excited about too. But
so
yeah.
So with this mixtape, is it a original songs or is it like mixing your shit with current stuff or old stuff?
It is original. Some samples and shit because you can get away with that.
True that.
But yeah, no, I always try to approach mixtapes more or less like
an album.
Yeah.
I think that's what fans appreciate the most because you could just throw whatever together and call it a mixtape and blow that shit out. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that artists like yourselves are taking time to do original works, and just give that shit out and be like,
it's important. You have to nowadays. The music industry is different, and for an artist like me, I came up on the mixtape, so not that I don't do the free verses over other people's beats occasionally too. Because that's always cool to kind of flex and just like show them what you can do. But it's important to make these mixtapes count, man, because there's a lot of cats doing it right now.
Hell yeah, there's I think that's like one of the ways that you splash into the game now. Before when it was under a major label system, they did all this groundwork for you and then launched you off and shit like that. These days in the independent route, you're doing the groundwork. It's what you do. Do you find that shit, more liberating, you're more free to do the shit you want to do, right?
It's cool to know that what I've done, I earned, and I did do it myself. And the album will be through E1, which is an indie label, which will be also through my label, which is Homegrown Music Group. So it's important to, set yourself up right, but there are certain things that labels can do that is almost next to impossible to do completely independently.
Right, the resources they have,
of course.
They have an outreach that, a lot of independents can't get. But these days with the YouTube formats, the way that artists are using YouTube and Vimeo.
That's how you have to. So you have to, because labels aren't going to sign someone and spend the time developing them like they once did. You know what I mean?
No, you have to be developed already.
Absolutely.
You got to have your own grind, and when they see that and they see it's big enough, that's when they,
of course,
coming through you.
As with everything, and anytime anything is cool and people like it, the corporate system comes in. Usually tarnishes it. But.
So have the sharks started surrounding the raft yet?
Well, I mean, definitely throughout the course of this. I mean, I put my first mixtape out like 5 years ago. So, I mean, I met with all these majors and whatnot, and it just...
didn't feel good?
It just doesn't feel right. I do this because I love to do it. The creative aspect of it is very liberating to just be able to do what you want to do.
Right.
And, regardless of what they say, they would try to change that to capitalize on it. But at the same time, I understand the importance of a hit single.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because
they want to be able to market something. They want to be able to sell something.
Mm-hmm.
That was always the argument with artists and labels is, artists want to do what artists want to do. Well, this is my art. Why should I have to work to try to do this? And the labels look at it like, well, we're the experts in marketing and promoting your shit. If you don't want to do songs that we can't market and promote, how could we fuck with it? How could we do it? And there was always that struggle, but there's always artists.
There's a way to do it.
There is a way to do it. There's a bridge now, and it's being done. It's just the labels that are willing to take the chance on doing out of the box thinking.
Of course, and that's what we got with E1. They understand what I do. They've been watching it done long enough, and it's just... But I also understand that, you got to play ball to an extent, too. And if you want to have that song, you need to follow certain rules and regulations, but still make it you.
Certain protocols,
But the term selling out, it's a very dangerous term for an artist who came up like myself, where you have this core following.
Right.
So to sell out is really, the worst thing ever. But what does sell out really mean? It's definitely been done. You can tell when certain artists do it, but
I know you'd be selling out some shows.
Absolutely, yeah. That's fun.
That's a part of the whole grind that you've created on your own.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? The fact that you've put out mixtapes in the last 5 years, and you've grown out your own your own fan base, your own supporters, man. I mean, you know, we hear nothing but great things about you on the road, like you're rocking shows, and then, you know, following your Instagram, like you're documenting it all as
Which
an artist should.
Yeah.
You know,
socials are. Yeah.
I mean, how does that feel to know that you know you did it, like, from, you know, it started from here and you actually fucking executed?
Feels awesome. It feels awesome. There's been plenty of frustrations along the way, don't get me wrong, like a lot. But at the same time, you know, when you make it through those obstacles and you make it through yourself, don't get no fucking better than that, you know?
Yeah.
And it makes you a better MC too. When you have to go through this shit, it makes you a better rapper.
When your first show that sold out happened, what came to your mind?
I remember it was in Boston. And I just remember we were on our way there. We were at a gas station. I got a call like, yo, show sold out. And I was like, yo, what? That was like in 2010. And it just...
That's when you...
I remember the first show when I saw a considerable amount of people in the crowd saying all the words to the songs. That was pretty surreal.
That was fucking your head up, right?
Absolutely.
To see all those people that engaged in the songs and connected with them to the degree that they fucking know it word for word.
And I got some complex shit too for them to know it.
You could probably go up there, and you should try this. This would be fucking funny, right? You get one of your fans out there to come up and actually rap the song, and you lip sync on the other mic.
That would be dope.
That would be hilarious, because it's reversal. Usually, I see Chuck D do it the other way. He got a fan up there, and they cut the fan's mic off, but he lipped it perfectly. Chuck D. Yeah. But that would be hilarious if you did it the other way.
No, that would be.
But it would show.
I pass the mic out to the crowd. You know, I'll put it out. They'll finish a line, and that's always when that works. It
would show the passion that your fans have for you.
And without them, I would not be here, because independently, fans are everything. You know.
A,
and some people forget that shit, and they don't treat them the right way. You know. Anytime I see people, you know, and they're showing me love, I make sure to show it back, you know, even if it means that I got to stick around a show for an extra hour and say what's up and take pictures of people and maybe miss out on getting pussy that night. You know what I mean? It just, that's more important at the end of the day. The fans, you know, because they have held me down, you know, from everything from coming out to the shows, buying the merch, or on their own time, someone will say, Chris Webby sucks, and they'll be like, no, fuck you, man. You know, like, my fans are crazy.
Hey, man, listen, the fact that you give time to your fans, I think that's why you get so much support. Along with the music that you put out, it's quality, and along with the show that you give, it's also 100% with energy and all that shit. You know, they see you as a real fucking dude, you know what I mean? Like, you're taking that time to like, you know, shake that hand, take that picture, sign that autograph.
Well, we are just dudes at the end of the day, you know? And some artists forget that. Yeah. You know,
you can never forget that.
Never.
You know, Chuck D told me once, and I referenced Chuck D a couple times, obviously, but that dude, when they were at the height, Public Enemy, they were like fucking right there. You know, he gave me 2 minutes of time just to, you know, like, listen to me say, hey, you know what? I love Public Enemy. Me and my crew love you guys. One day, we want to do what you're doing, man. And, you know, fucking God
and you remember that, and you're telling the story now, this far in the future. You know what I mean? They take away from that one experience. That might be the only time these kids ever meet me.